future UGC NET qualifiers, welcome back to my channel, where your UGC NET preparation becomes a beautiful and fulfilling journey. If you're planning to appear for the UGC NET in December 2025 and this is your very first attempt, then this video is just for you. I know how overwhelming it can feel in the beginning. You may be wondering, can I really crack this exam in just 4 months? And my answer is, yes, you absolutely can. In this video, we'll break down what the exam is, how the two papers work, and what JRF, Assistant Professor and PhD only categories really mean. You'll also learn how to understand the syllabus clearly, avoid common beginner mistakes, plan the next 4 months smartly, and use paper 1 as your safety net. From strategy to wellness, we're covering it all. Let's get started. Friends, if you are looking for more PYQs on this topic, you can refer to the Unit 10 questions in my UGC NET Paper 1 book that provides you with 6500 plus solved unit-wise questions with detailed solutions and hints. But hey, what if you are looking for online mock tests that can help you practice questions in online exam format? If that's what you are looking for, you can join our newly updated online mock test series with a wide range of full-length tests available on the Arpita Karwa learning app. These tests perfectly replicate the UGC NET exam interface, providing you with a real-life exam experience. Plus, after each test, you'll receive a detailed performance report and see where you stand in the All India leaderboard. Firstly, let us understand what the UGC NET exam looks like. It is one exam of 3 hours and has 2 parts, Paper 1 and Paper 2. Paper 1 has 50 questions and Paper 2 has 100 questions, making a total of 150 questions. With 2 marks and no negative marking, you get a total of 300 marks. Paper 1 assesses general teaching and research aptitude. Paper 2 is your tests, your subject-specific paper. This exam is held twice a year, once in June and once in December. It is one of the most competitive exams in India. Based on your combined score in Paper 1 and Paper 2, you fall into one of 3 categories. Firstly, if you clear the top cutoff, you qualify for JRF. It means you're eligible to teach and get a monthly research stipend for your PhD. Secondly, if you meet the next cutoff level or qualify .NET and not JRF, you're eligible for assistant professor and PhD admission but without stipend. And finally, some candidates qualify only for PhD admission without teaching or fellowship eligibility. So, depending on your score, UGC NET can open doors to teaching, research or both. Oh, and by the way, who doesn't love free stuff? If you want even more past year questions on this topic without spending a penny, head over to our website. Under the past year paper tab, you will find all the PYQs from 2012 onwards. Ours is the only website that offers 150 plus official UGC NET Paper 1 question papers with authentic answer keys for absolutely free. So, what are you waiting for? Check the description box and grab those free resources today. The first thing you must do before you even start studying is to download the official syllabuses for both Paper 1 and Paper 2 from the UGC NET website. When you open the Paper 1 syllabus, you'll see it's divided into 10 well-defined units, covering topics like teaching aptitude, research aptitude, comprehension, communication, and so on. Friends, in my Amazon bestseller Paper 1 book, I have broken down the 10 units of UGC NET Paper 1 into 33 focus chapters, so you can cover 1 chapter a day without feeling overwhelmed. It's a clear, manageable way to master Paper 1 with consistent practice. I'd highly advise you to check it out. But friends, when you open the Paper 2 syllabus, the picture completely changes. You'll notice that it's very skeletal, very indicative. Look at the first 4 units, which just say things like drama, poetry, fiction, and non-fictional prose. There's no mention of authors, time periods, movements, or texts. And this is where most beginners get overwhelmed. The syllabus is so open-ended, it feels like anything could be asked. Because frankly, it can. This leads us to the first major mistake students make, relying only on their U, G, and PG syllabus. As a first-timer, you'll hear this many times, that just studying your undergraduate and postgraduate syllabus will be enough for UGC NET. But that's absolutely wrong. I did this myself when I was preparing for the UGC NET exam back in 2017. Despite being a gold medalist when I solved the UGC NET previous year paper after revising my entire university syllabus, I could only answer some questions with full accuracy. That's how unpredictable the exam can be. The second mistake is depending blindly on the official syllabus. Because it's so vague, many students end up going too deep into irrelevant areas while missing out on frequently asked but underrated topics. From my experience, through numerous book tours with McGraw-Hill to various universities and conversations with professors across India, I've realized something important. For UGC NET, anything written in or translated into English can be part of the syllabus. That's the harsh truth. So don't be fooled by how short the syllabus PDF looks. The real challenge is decoding what to actually study. And that's exactly what we'll talk about now. Here's my biggest advice. Start with the previous year questions. Don't begin with books or random notes. Begin by understanding what the exam actually asks. At this channel, we believe quality resources should be within reach for every serious aspirant. So, if you go to our website arpitakarwa.com, you can download all the solved UGC NET English Paper 2 PYQs from 2004 onwards absolutely free. Not just that, you'll also find solved papers for Paper 1 UGC NET. Read and analyze the PYQs carefully. Use a notebook or an Excel sheet and start noting down every writer, topic and concept that appears repeatedly. Mark the repetitions with stars and categorize them into sections. This entire process may take you 10 to 15 days, but once done, you will have a crystal clear understanding of what to study and where to begin. Once you start going through the previous year papers, you'll realize just how vague the official syllabus actually is. If you're wondering when you'll find the time to do this, here's the good news. I have already done this for you. If you go our website under the UGC NET English Syllabus tab, you'll find our expanded syllabus based entirely on real UGC NET English Paper 2 questions. We update this list regularly and it's completely free. It's neatly structured into modules and chapters, highlighting all the important writers, topics, and concepts you actually need to study. This is the same list I used during my own preparation and still use while teaching my online course. Even if you're preparing on your own, this list will save you hours of guesswork and give your prep clear direction. So don't forget to check it out. Now that you know what to study, it's time to talk strategy and planning. Your exam is expected in the first week of December, and since we're already in August, that gives us just under 4 months to prepare smartly. We'll divide this time into 3 focused phases. The first is your learning phase. From now until mid-October. This is when you build your foundation and cover the syllabus. Next comes the revision and practice phase, running till mid-November. You'll go over what you've studied and start strengthening weak areas. And finally, the last stretch is your mock test and error correction phase. This is where you sharpen your exam readiness. Now, here's a common beginner mistake, skipping mock tests. Please don't do that. Mock tests are not optional. They are essential. They train your brain to stay focused for 3 hours, attempt all 150 questions, and manage time under pressure. Remember, studying teaches you the content, but mock tests train you to perform on exam day. So, make them a non-negotiable part of your strategy. If you are looking for online mock tests that can help you practice questions in online exam format, you can join our newly updated online mock test series with a wide range of full-length tests available on the Arpita Karwa learning app. These tests perfectly replicate the UGC NET exam interface, providing you with a real-life exam experience. Plus, after each test, you'll receive a detailed performance report and see where you stand in the All India leaderboard. It's a great way to identify your strengths and weaknesses and level up your preparation. Now let's talk about your daily plan. Ideally, try to dedicate time daily to both Paper 1 and Paper 2. If your routine is tight, you can also alternate days between the two. And here's a helpful tip. Start with easier or familiar topics first. Those early wins will boost your confidence and keep you motivated. But before we go further, let's clear up a big misconception. Many students look at the Paper 2 syllabus and its vastness and decide to place all their focus into preparing for it, ignoring Paper 1. And that, my friends, is a huge mistake. In reality, Paper 1 is your safety net. Compared to Paper 2, it's more predictable, more scoring, and has a clearly defined syllabus. And the best part, topics like mathematical aptitude, data interpretation, and reading comprehension are skill-based, meaning you can score full marks for such questions with regular practice. In fact, a strong Paper 1 score can help you clear the cutoff easily, even if Paper 2 is slightly challenging. If you are looking for a book that can be your one-stop destination for paper 1, look no further than my Amazon bestseller, a book in which we have explained complex topics of UGC NET paper 1 using real-life examples, images and diagrams. In fact, our courseware on UGC NET paper 1 book is India's only UGC NET book that comes with 100 plus video lectures and 4000 plus unit-wise solved PYQs. When it comes to paper 2, our in-depth analysis shows that to truly ace the UGC NET, you need to be familiar with around 1200 important writers and key terms. In recent years, the exam has clearly shifted towards analytical and in-depth questions, ones that test how deeply you understand the subject, not just how much you've memorized. Gone are the days when you could focus only on a few canonical, British or Indian writers and hope to get through. Just look at the June cycle. There were 37 questions from literary theory alone. That's a huge chunk of the paper and a clear sign that the pattern is changing. So, your preparation must evolve too. You need to focus on building deep conceptual understanding, especially of topics like theory, criticism, movements, and lesser known writers. The exam now rewards those who think analytically and study comprehensively. So, make sure your strategy aligns with this shift. If you're someone who is looking for video lectures that can explain difficult topics in a very simple and easy manner, then consider enrolling in our online course for UGC NET English. We're proud to be India's first animated video course where we explain over 500 important plays, novels, and poems in an engaging way. For more details, check out the description box or download the Arpita Karwa learning app. So, I hope you now understand how important it is to balance your prep between both the papers. Let's talk about something that doesn't often get mentioned but is absolutely crucial: your mindset, discipline, and mental wellness. Here's the truth: consistency is key, not just for clearing UGC NET but for everything that comes after, because this preparation isn't only for an exam. It's the training ground for the kind of scholar, researcher, or educator you want to become. And that version of you is built slowly by showing up every single day, even when it's hard, even when no one is watching. There's a quote I love: you don't have to be extreme, you just have to be consistent. Another thing that we often tend to ignore is our mental health. The harsh reality is that many aspirants burn themselves out without even realizing it. So, let me remind you, get enough sleep every night. Take some time to move your body, or just get some fresh air. During long study sessions, take a short break every now and then. Your brain needs rest to absorb, not just read. So don't study like a zombie. Don't treat your body like a machine. This is not about suffering your way to success. This is about becoming someone capable, balanced, and ready to thrive in the academic world. And most importantly, stop comparing your journey with others. Comparison will only drain your energy. Focus on your own progress, your own rhythm, and trust that you're getting better every day. Because you are. Remember, you don't need a perfect plan. You just need a consistent one. Take a step every day. Even when the syllabus feels overwhelming, break it down and move steadily. The UGC NET paper is evolving. The scope is wide. But with structured planning and smart preparation, you can absolutely conquer it. So, start today. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait for the official notification. Let us start this journey today and make it a beautiful and memorable one together, so that in December you can proudly tell me, yes ma'am, I have cleared UGC NET with JRF. That's it from my side. We'll meet very soon in the next video. Till the time we meet next, happy learning, keep loving literature, and stay tuned to my channel.